Welcome to Homemaking with Mima. My name is Wendy, and I set out a project today for myself. I took out five. I took out five of those hamburger chubs that I have a little bit too much of in my chest freezer, and I am going to be making hamburger patties out of them. Then I'm going to flash freeze them on this pan, and then what I'm going to be able to do is just take them off, put them in baggies, and then when we need some hamburgers to grill out with, then we already have them. And I'm doing this because it's convenient and I have product to do it. So I'm going to bring you along with me. All right, so here I go. I've been letting them defrost in the refrigerator so they're all completely thawed out. And I have a garbage right next to me so I can just throw that package right in there. So I've got this little patty former. I had purchased this at the Dollar Tree quite a few years ago when everything was still $1. But I believe this is going to cost you $1.25 now instead of the $1. So what I do, because I am not cleaning that raw meat out of these things. You can if you want to. I take a Ziploc bag, a gallon size one, and I cut it down. Cut along the seams on the side. And I'll show you how nice this is to use. My scissors won't get all the way to the end, so I'm just going to pull it. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your form, you're going to put your Ziploc bag right there. Then you're going to grab a good, not quite a baseball size. Put it in there. I just press it down a little bit to kind of help guide it along. Then you pull the other part of the Ziploc bag out. Then you're going to take the little press and then press into it. And you got to give it a good press, especially if your hamburger is a little cold from sitting in the refrigerator. And see how nice that was? Then you just pull up your Ziploc bag and it pops right out of there. Now I'm going to make a few of these, but then I'm going to come back and I'm going to flatten them out more because all hamburger tends to shrink depending on what you've got for fat content in there. And I can't remember what our chubs were for the fat content. I do see that there is fat in there, so they are going to shrink. But I'm just going to make up a whole bunch of these, then I'm going to come back and then flatten them out even more. Okay, so I'm all done making the forms, and now I'm going to flatten them out even more because there will be shrinkage with the hamburger because there is fat in it, and I don't remember the percentage of it. So I've got, out of those 5 pound and a thirds, I got 3, 6, I got 18 burgers out of it. I could have stretched it even further, but I'm not going to. We like a burger. This way, one burger is going to do you good. You won't go back for a second one. So like I said, I'm just going to flatten them out even more. Because they will shrink. And we all know it is so hard to find a bun that's going to fit a hamburger when you're not sure what kind of percentage you have for your hamburger and how much it's going to shrink. So there's nothing worse than having a little piece of hamburger inside a big bun. I'm not going to season these at all. No seasoning at all. We'll season them, when we're ready to cook them. So I have all the hamburger patties flattened out to my desire. I did get parchment paper and put in between each layer, not the bottom, but in between each layer. I'm going to put these in my upright freezer, and I'm probably going to have to let them sit there overnight so they get rock solid hard. And then I will take them out and I will put them in baggies, and I'll bring you along for that when I do that. So the hamburger patties are completely frozen. And now I'm just going to peel them apart. So I can get them into the baggie. It's not easy getting them off. Alright, so I've got the hamburger patties in the Ziploc bags. I'm not going to double bag them because there's not going to be any need to do that. We'll eat them up fast enough because it is summer. I want to thank you for joining me today. If you like this kind of content, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I want you to make it a really great day.